OHS, and welcome to the Buc Buzz. I'm Jake.
And I'm Roman.
So Roman, how do you feel about being back on air?
Man, it feels great, but knowing it's our last year, things can be a little bit rough.
Yeah, definitely. And, I think we should just make the most of it, though, and let's have some fun. So let's get started.
Oh, yeah.
We recently talked to Ryan Browner of the Oswego High School. Mr. Browner is the most recently hired English teacher in the building. He has been working with the high school for many years with the marching band, but now is a fully employed teacher.
Can you state your first and last name and spell it for us?
Ryan Bronner, RyanBroNner. When I started my teaching career, it was in the fall of 2006 at Mohawk Central School. It's the school that I graduated from. So started right off in teaching 8th grade English and 12th grade critical writing. My father was on the Board of Education where I went to school, and him and I would just talk all the time about teaching education. And we would have really good conversations about it. And as I've told other students, I wasn't the type that liked teaching English for the sake of books. I liked teaching English because I thought the kids I went to school with didn't really write or speak that well. So if I was going to be able to change that, teaching would be the thing that would help me be able to change that. It's been great. I mean, it's been, all over the place. I've taught many, many different things. I think that's one of the things I like about teaching English a lot for a career is I have opportunities to teach plenty of different subject matter. I get to teach many different students. I see the whole student body, as much as I can come through because every student has to take English. So I see every kind of student come through my room, and it just makes for a really interesting day and a really interesting workplace. So far it's been great. I mean, I have wonderful colleagues. I've gotten a lot of help with being able to be acclimated with my place as a teacher in the high school. I was welcomed immediately. The students have been really great. It's been really easy changing from previous work to come here, so it's been very positive, and it's been very enjoyable, for 4 weeks so far. But so let's just hope that it can stay that way for another 100 and however many more days we have left.
Wow, that was really interesting.
Yeah, he looks like a great teacher.
Yep. So that was a segment about Mr. Brunner, and he's the newest English teacher on OHS. So another teacher around OHS that many students have come to know is Mr. Talamo, a chemistry teacher. Known for his humor and teaching ability, many students don't know that Mr. Talamo is also a dedicated runner who participated in the Wineglass Marathon recently. Taking place in the picturesque Finger Lake region and being considered one of the must-do marathons, this is truly a great achievement. For more information, let's go to Austin Richards.
The International Olympic Committee agreed in 1907 that the distance for the 1908 London Olympic Marathon would be about 25 miles or 40 kilometers. More than 500 marathons are organized worldwide. Some of these belong to the Association of International Marathons of Distance Races, AIMS, which has grown since its foundation in 1982.
The marathon that I ran, the Wineglass Marathon, was held in Corning, New York. Started in the town of Bath. It was a one-way marathon, and it ended in Corning. The marathon started out as being just a fun run, and it turned into a fundraiser where they now donate to over 50 different organizations. This was my first time running the marathon, but as far as I know, the marathon has been around for quite a while.
The Boston Marathon is the world's oldest annual marathon, inspired by the success of the 1896 Olympic Marathon and held every year since 1897 to celebrate Patriots' Day, a holiday marking the beginning of the American Revolution.
There were supposed to be 3,000 runners registered for the marathon, and usually most of them are there for the actual race. The marathon was a very scenic route. It was very pretty. A lot of rolling hills, leaves were changing. It was a nice place to run.
Marathon routes still vary greatly in elevation, course, and surface, making exact compromises impossible. Typically, the fastest times are set over relatively flat courses near sea level during good weather conditions and with the assistance of pacers.
Man, I don't think I can ever run a marathon.
Yeah,
I'm Noah Lee
pretty
here.
rough. I would love to try it, but I think it would take a ton of training. for
Oh,
sure.
yes, it will. So let's move on to some news around the community. On our interview with a teacher at OHS with a lot to say is with Mr. Stacy, a social studies teacher, who discussed the possible closing of Fitzpatrick Nuclear Plant and its possible effects. For more information, let's take it over to Dom and Noah.
I'm Noah Lee here with WBUC. We recently went around the school asking people their opinions on a current economic situation occurring in our community. I'm Noah Lee here with OHS economics teacher, Mr. Stacy. Mr. Stacy, have you heard about the speculation of the Fitzpatrick Nuclear Plant closing?
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact.
And do you know anybody that would be directly affected by this closing?
Well, I think everyone in Oswego County would be. It'll take a while because if they closed, it would still probably take quite some time before anything really happens. It'll probably take years before we see anything happening with regard to the plant actually closing. Then they would have to do whatever, according to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, would have to be done to make it a safe place to be closed. But I think everyone in Oswego County would be directly affected because it would be over time reduced taxation. Several hundred people work there, so that would probably be a very big deal. And there'd be a trickling effect as well because there may be a loss of business in the area.
Thank you.
Yep.
WBUC News, I'm Noah Lee. Have a great day.
So the closing of the nuclear plant would definitely have a big effect on the community.
Yeah, if you just think about loss of jobs, I mean, huge impact.
Definitely. So for all you hunters out there, hunting season is just around the corner, and who better to get the insider information from than experienced hunters? Zach Dano and Cole Shirtliff have prepared a segment highlighting all the latest news and information in the world of hunting. We're going to close the show with this segment, so thanks for tuning in to the Buc Buzz, and tune in next week. So we're going to take it over to them.
Hunting and fishing are two very popular activities among many students in Oswego High School.
Bow season for deer started October 1st. Crossbow, which is legal this year, they just passed a law this summer, starts around the beginning of November, and gun starts around the middle of November.
All of the exact dates for hunting seasons are as follows. Early bow season goes from October 1st to November 20th. Crossbow season goes from November 7th to November 20th. Regular hunting season goes from November 21st to December 13th. Late bow season goes from December 14th to December 22nd.
I hunt all seasons. I have a bow. My dad just got a new crossbow, so I took his old one, and I hunt shotgun. I hunt turkey, pheasant, and deer. I started around 12 years old. I just walked with my dad in the woods, and then when I was 14, that's when you're legal to start actually shooting deer, so that's when I started actually hunting.
Unlicensed persons of any age can accompany you while you hunt, as long as they don't participate in the hunt.
I hunt with my dad's side of the family, my dad's brother, my cousin, and their friend, and then my mom's brother, and then my dad and my brother.
Every state has different hunting rules, and you have to make sure that you follow all the rules while you're hunting, no matter where you are.